Hello everyone and welcome to another high-elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're sticking close to the start of the alphabet as Kasva, playing as the blue Bengalis, prepares to take on Andre, playing as the red Aztecs. Now while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings, and try to go up to Feudal as fast as possible, let's take a look at the respective Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now the Bengalis are through and through, in my opinion, an elephant civilization. All of their elephants you receive less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster, which is amazing when you consider the fact that the Bengalis actually get fully upgraded battle elephants and siege elephants, and their elephant archers also benefit from Parthian tactics. Now, in order to support these slow, easily converted units on the field of battle, Bengali monks come with a huge armor boost, and the Bengali unique unit, the Ratha, is one of the most versatile units in the game, being a chariot unit that can switch between ranged and melee attacks. Now, in order to support the Bengali army in the game, every Bengali town center spawns 2 villagers for free when the next age is reached, and their civilian population can be upgraded to take up 10% less population space. The way that works is each one of these villagers, instead of taking up 1 population space, takes up 0.9. So that gives you potentially a huge amount of extra room in the late game for more military, more villagers, more of anything and everything that your heart desires in order to dislodge and destroy your opponent. In this case, that opponent happens to be Andre, playing as the Aztecs, the warrior monk civilization. Their monks gain 5 hit points for every tech that's researched. So a fully upgraded Aztec monk comes with a massive 95 HP compared to the usual 30 or 45. Now, to help the Aztecs basically pay for all these upgrades, which, as you know, if you've ever gone monk play, is significantly gold intensive, any relics that they collect automatically generate 33% more gold. Now, on the field of battle, to support their very aggressive monks, all Aztec military units are produced faster. Aztec skirmishers can be upgraded to have extra range and attack, and their infantry can be upgraded to get a massive +4 attack boost in Garland Wars upgrade, one of the strongest upgrades in the game, in my opinion, which is absolutely fantastic because the Aztec unique unit is the Jaguar Warrior. An overall, I would say, middle-of-the-road infantry, but does come with a massive +10, +11 attack against other infantry. Now, to support their military production, from the beginning of the game, Aztec villagers do carry 3 extra resources. And at the start of the game, you take a look at the top right of your screen, Aztecs do start with 50 extra gold, which means they either get loom for free, or they can build 2 extra militias if you want to put on some aggression, or you just keep that gold and go up to castle just a tiny little bit faster, so you have to mine 50 gold instead of the usual 100, 150. You know what I mean. Depends on whether or not you research loom, and most high-elo players absolutely research loom. So that is the state of the game. Potentially a very interesting matchup here. We have potentially elephants and ratas. We've got warrior monks and eagle warriors, jaguar warriors, potentially even. Let's take a look at the bases. Blues base, completely open to the north, the east, the south kind of, and the west as well. Only saving grace for Kasva is the location of the primary gold, which is very far in the back. A little bit off campus from the town center, but going to be hard for Red to reach, although Red immediately discovering where his opponent is, taking a direct flight, no layovers, no stops along the way, just literally a straight line of discovery from Red's base to blue. Now let's take a look at how Red has spawned. In a little bit of a better situation, I would say. The north easier to wall off here beyond that forest. The western portion of his base and the southern portion, though, completely open. And just like Kasva, Andre's primary gold is nice and secured in the back, although primary stone is exposed. Did we look at, we did not look at Kasva's primary stone, also nice and exposed, although rather should I say not nice and exposed. Is he going to push some of these Ibex? No, he is not. So not looking to lame his opponent is Andre for now, probably just on a mission of exploration. Let's see what he's seen of his opponent's base. Basically everything. What has his opponent seen? Just little bits and pieces. Oh, there was an attempt here at a Viper gate that apparently did not work. And yeah, that's the situation of the players. I think they're basically equally disadvantaged in terms of openings and hard to wall off portions of the base. Andre here using his extra gold to go for those 2 militias. They are now streaming across the map. Unfortunately for him, blue sees them almost immediately, has the high ground. Will he engage? Yes, he will. Why in the hell not? Tickle away at their HP before they get to your base so that when they do get there, they are nice and weak. A third brother joins the scuffle here. Triplets. Blue is going to discover this. Let's see if he's paying attention. He absolutely is. Disengages. Kills 1 militia, though. Eagle has to run away. Also took looks like a swipe from a villager's sword. So not the greatest start here for Andre, who loses a militia, loses a bunch of HP on his remaining militias, and is now being hounded and attacked by this incredibly well microed scout. Although now that he has 2 HP, he has to disengage and run the hell away. Maybe go back to exploration duties. I mean, you didn't really see that much of your opponent's base. Both players in Feudal, both players sitting on roughly the same villager count, 20 to 22. Army supply, though, very much in favor of our Red Aztec. As we know, he is moving forward with his militia. Let's see if he can get anything done. I said it was going to be difficult for him to get to this primary gold, but he's gone the long route, has made it. And now 2 villagers. Okay, focus on the... Okay, exactly. Beautiful play here by Kasva. Villagers surround this eagle. Say, not in our town. Not today, mister. But villagers, not military units, do not automatically attack. You have to micro them really well. And I think thus ends the aggression here out of Andre. I think safe to say. Got 0 kills, lost 3 of his own units. And what is he doing? Walling off at home. Is this fully walled off here? Again, the trickiness of the wall offs. I mean, it looks like there's a little alley between the house and the blacksmith, but is there a palisade? Or maybe this is not just the way the hill works. In any event, Andre rebuilding his military, going up to 4 archers. The 1 militia still continuing to circle around here, be annoying. Villager says, I've had enough of your shit. Get the F out of my base. She is stalling, hoping that the archer gets here in time. It does. And together with the archer, the villagers stand tall, although for all the work that she did, the credit goes to the archer with the 1 kill. Shows up late to the party. Oh man, have we all not had that in a some kind of group project at work? There's one person, usually us, right? Usually us, who does all the work, and then there's one clown who shows up right at the end, staples a few pages together, and then starts talking about our project as if he or she did any real work. Or is that just me? Is that just my experience? I don't know. That might have been just my school experience. Let's see if there is a gap here. No, we're not going to find out as the scout is making his way to the north. Andre walling off his base here with a bunch of palisades. Not that he really needs to. The scout is not really doing much, and still, remember, has just the 2 HP. 5 archers beat 3, especially when you add that 1 veteran archer who just killed the militia. Fresh. Oh, he's getting blocked here. Is Andre. Kasva loses an archer. Was it the hero archer? No, it wasn't. Fresh off the highs of killing a militia, he is now chasing down archers, but they are taking the high ground. Andre circling the base of this hill. Would do well to go up the hill. Instead, Kasva takes the top of the hill, gets the upper hand here, and then immediately guns down the last remaining archers of the Red Aztec. Let's take a look. The players are disengaged. Let's see what their bases look like. Let's see what they've built. Barracks, archery range, blacksmith. Is he accumulating resources? No, he's continuing to build archers. Very gold intensive. Villagers 33. What is our Bengali doing? Starting, it looked like he was starting to bank a little bit of food, but going up to 11 archers. Let's see if these are defensive. Let's see if these are offensive. For now, they're congregating here at the base of this hill. Okay. Kasva is making my job very hard by moving these units an inch and then stopping, and then an inch and then stopping. But finally, he reveals his motives. He wants to go attack. He is in the good old-fashioned square formation. Let's see what he can get done here. What is this? A nice little wall off to the south of the base. Does not want any kind of incursion. Does Kasva. Here we go. The distraction play. The scout attacking the north. The archers pulled out of position. In come these 10 archers. But no, they're attacking the blacksmith. No. Brilliant move. Brilliant idea Terrible execution here by Kasva. This is where scouting really comes into play. Had he known that this was all just palisades, no doubt these archers would have pivoted south. No doubt these archers would take about a year to get there after killing that one scout who distracted the hell out of them. Brilliant, brilliant plan, but again, just not a great execution out of Kasva, choosing to attack, for some reason, the blacksmith, getting it down to the American Independent War at 1776 HP. Oh my god, was there, I don't know, guys, was there a palisade there, or was it just open? I feel like he was attacking the house, but it does seem like there was a palisade there. Never mind. Last laugh is by Kasva at me, I guess. He's now inside, but in order to cross into the base, he's going to have to go through a town center backed up by 10 archers. So he will lose all, what, 3, 4, 5 of his own men if he tries to storm the gates here. Beautiful zoning out here by Andre, FYI, creating this funnel so that Kasva can't really penetrate beyond the first several inches. No, that is not a pun. Get your minds out of the gutter. Kasva, 19 military supply to 12, 41 army to 38. Oh, God, I completely reversed that. Sorry, guys. 19 army supply to 14, 42 villagers to 38. Starting to bank up those juicy, juicy resources is Kasva, but unfortunately for him, his opponent is only 30 seconds away from going up to castle. Kasva nowhere close. Now hits 800, immediately starts going up to castle, but a full 2 minutes and 10 seconds behind his opponent, who continues to create these alleys of death here. Not really a lot that Kasva can engage into here. This is basically a lot of nothing here, so he can position and move around with his villagers, but no doubt Bodkin, no doubt Crossbow is going to get researched, and he's in the base. The problem is, do you really want to be in the base? Taking a bunch of town center fire unnecessarily here. Okay, has to get rid of these archers ASAP. There's only 15. Yeah, keep picking them off because you know they're going to be crossbows. Both players not really microing their archers that great, using 19 archers to attack one unit, not exactly the optimal use. Now they're crossbows, and now these archers are dead. Take a look at this battlefield here, littered with the bodies of Bengali archers. But the question is, did Blue accomplish his mission? Is he going to give us a big thumbs up because he is now just a minute away from Castle himself? And Red has no ability to counter strike at him right now. These archers, by the time they get across the map, Blue is going to be an Imperial. He's going to have his own archers that he's probably going to upgrade to crossbows. Andre is buying stone so he can plop down more and more town centers. What do we got here? University houses. And like I said, is it really a disaster to lose all those archers? Number one, he traded out not terribly. Look at the HP on these guys, down about 100 HP. So even though there's 9 of them, not exactly the same scary force that they were when they had optimal full HP. But mission accomplished here for Blue. Let's see if he gets the crossbow upgrade. For now, sitting on the back of 6 archers. He must know something we don't about his game plan, no doubt. I am not a mind reader. 11 villagers working their asses off in order to get a town center up and running. Crossbow, bodkin, bowsaw. Anything wood related, Kasva is just doubling down on right now. He does not want to be caught unawares, but his wall off's much, much better than Andre's. Take a look at this. Even how many crossbows here? 11 are going to have a difficult time getting through. 2 houses here, 1 house here. I mean, 900 HP is going to be hard. Oh, now it's 13. We've got another one just hanging out. Did not get the memo. I feel like this is pretty wide for a crossbow, no? I feel like a crossbow should be a little narrower. But neither here nor there. Yeah, like this one. These guys are, they look proper, as the Britons would say. 2 town centers apiece, 48 villagers exactly. The only difference here that Andre has 10 more army supply, but ballistics being researched for our Blue Bengali. What is he building? What does he want to do? Houses, university. Where are his military structures? More and more crossbows. Are we going to engage in a big old ranged crossbow war is the question. House is almost complete. I think he could have finished them. 99.48, 98.07. No reason to run away. Go finish those houses. Although it does not really need the supply room at the moment. Let's take a look at upgrade. Blue is +2/+1. Red +2/+1. Exactly the same upgrades. But again, this is where the HP comes into play. Red, I think, has the numbers. But look at blue distracting in the front with these crossbows. Decides, you know, it's not worth my micro. Let's just engage into a war. Even if he wins, he'll have like 1 or 2 crossbows left. And so not a big deal for me to engage into this battle, especially with Defender's advantage of being able to reinforce real quick. And using that Defender's advantage wipes out all of Andre's army. What is Andre building? A siege workshop, fresh recruits with full HP. But both players have disengaged. Again, let's take this opportunity to see what the heck we are working with. 2 archery ranges, still just the 1 barracks. And our Bengali, they are thinking identically. Mangonel for you. And once this finishes, what do you guys think? Mangonel, Scorpion? Probably Mangonel, right? Although every time I open my big mouth, the exact opposite happens. Blue will discover this siege workshop immediately. Red does not notice the blue dot, seeing the red dot. And so the game of dot exploration continues, not really building anything out of that siege workshop just yet. Going up to 17. No, cancels it. 16 crossbows, but blue dots now streaming across the map. They are too far north, though. 2 ships passing literally in the foggy night. Let's see whether 12 crossbows can succeed where 13 could not. Although 12 crossbows against nothing, because the entirety of Blue's army is streaming across the map. Oh, finds a juicy wood line with ballistics. What the hell? What was he attacking there? It looks like he took a volley that didn't attack the villager at all. Eagle screeching. I don't know if you guys heard that at home. A falcon screeching. And now Blue is circling. The only difference, Blue's got a big ol' catapult, but Mangonel coming out for Red. Already won on the field of battle. He wants to 2v1 this Mangonel. Brilliant splits here by Red. Let's see if he can get this. Look at the micro here, splitting and then resplitting the splits. And now this row of crossbows is going to zone out that row of crossbows. But here we go. No direct hits for anyone. Sacrificing one Mangonel, getting a juicy hit with the other. Oh, just the tip, but enough to get one more crossbow. He yells, "Why?" and then dies and sinks into the ground as his crossbow, for some reason, also sinks into the ground. Does not see the blue Mangonel, does Red. Has to be careful here. Oh, attack round, not the best out of Blue, but will he engage into the choke point? Decent Mangonel shots by both players. Not exactly the best, but managing to get just the tip. And when you get just the tip, you do kill the one crossbow. But take a look again, the HP. 78 out of 240 means that these crossbows are basically on death's bed, death's door rather, whatever the expression is. And now finally, I don't know what, yeah, again, look. No, yeah, it seems like he actually hit her this time. Last time when he was there, it looked like the crossbows shot their bolts, but the bolts didn't hit nothing. 3 kills on this guy. Let's see what's going on. Third town center going up for both players. Love this location next to the stone, protecting the siege workshop. This location, not exactly loving this one. There's already a lumber camp here. You've got a gold mine here. You've got potentially a gold mine here. You've got stone over here next to a wood. You could have placed your town center here. In any event, it is what it is. Kasva placing down his third town center. Let's see. Plans on being aggressive. 2 villagers out on the map for now, though, building just houses. He's got the wood to build himself some military structures. Both players investing in economic upgrades, although I saw some defensive upgrades on these crossbows. They are now equal at 2+2+2 apiece. Mangonel killing each other in mutually assured destruction. And now no real advantage for either player here. I mean, Red's got the majority of crossbows, but A, they are slow. So by the time they get to Blue's base, Blue has already gotten more crossbows. And number 2, they're cheap and reinforceable. So either player, whatever he loses, just immediately reinforces. Look, building 4, 5 crossbows apiece, 20 for Red, 17 for Blue. Not exactly a huge disparity. These villagers, for some reason, were sent out here. Not too sure why. Villager count a little bit in favor for our Red Aztec. For all that I talked about them being a monk civilization, the fact that there's archer play means that monks are not really going to be as effective as they possibly can, because the option, the specter of sniping hangs above their head, and so monks not exactly going to be the unit of the day here. Distracts with one mangonel while the crossbows gently tickle away at the HP. Excuse me. But now red establishing himself in the middle of the base. I don't see any villagers, though. What do we have here? 21, 22 crossbows facing off against 18 in a mangonel. I mean, I leave it up to you to decide which army here is the best, although never mind. There incomes and mangonel for red. Blue moving forward, not looking. Oh, God. What an absolute crazy hit here. 5, 6. The kills keep coming. They don't stop coming. Here we go. With the high ground, my goodness, is this mangonel dangerous? Oh, it looks like we're going to have a 1-for-1. No. Beautiful dodge here by blue, who now takes a few shots at red, whose HP. I mean, again, you can kill your opponent's unit, or you can just maim and damage them until they're weak, and any further engagement from your, by the way, also damaged units. Oh my God, these mangonels from blue missing a lot of their shots. Decides to just stand and fight. Instead, red makes him stand and die, and now blue has to retreat. I mean, now the army supply is just a little bit too off kilter. Both players going up to Imperial red with a 40-second or so advantage. A very aggressively placed town center to the front. I absolutely love this. Protect the center ground. You see your opponent is not really going for a huge amount of catapults, mangonels, whatever. Going ranged units, so a town center not a bad idea, especially when you've got the numerical advantage. Blue, what are you doing? Oh, he just moves and loses 5 crossbows for absolutely no reason. Let's take a look at upgrades. Basically identical, but more archery ranges being put up. He never finished these 2 houses, and now these villagers, what the hell are they doing? How many idols? 12 idols. Okay, right as I click them, he notices. And let's see what happens here. Internal forest here for blue. Blue's got a lot of wood, by the way. This base that he's carved out for himself is quite fantastic. Whereas red, if you take a look, has only 2, but they're exposed to archery ranges, or rather archery units hiding behind them. I guess a 3rd one, but this is completely open. Blue dots streaming across the map. Are they villagers? Are they crossbows? They are crossbows. Has gotten his count up to 12, but the more exciting news, take a look at what's building behind the crossbows. Big old chonky olifants. And I think the fact that blue here has some unharassable wood lines. I mean, this is 2,000 wood here. I'm going to zoom in. This is about 1,400 wood here. This is easily harassed, I guess, but a lot of very safe wood. Red would do well to maybe expand outwards to the south. Instead, he's tickling away at the HP of these houses for some bizarre reason. Not exactly the optimal use of your crossbows, especially not when this army is here to the north. Yeah, okay, so he's going to start expanding. He's looking for more resources. He's only got 11 villagers on wood compared to the 30 of his opponent, who is now going arbalest, bracer, chemistry. Blue is looking to... I don't know what the exact word is, archer the hell out of his opponent with his beautiful red Bengali castle. Let's see what we have going on here. Elephant archers, not exactly the strongest archers. They do have a bit of a higher base attack, but that's not what was important. What's important is that 230 HP, even Eagle Warriors with 6 melee elites, by the way, with 6 rather pierce armor, still managed to die because the HP is just so freaking tanky on these elephants. Oh, we missed a juicy attack round here, or maybe not an attack round. I mean, it looks like an attack round, but it looks like all the dead bodies are above the attack round. Looks like the arbalests, how many kills? 8 kills on these arbalests. Probably got those Eagle Warriors. So, infantry upgrades, gold mining upgrades, elite elephant archer upgrade. Oh, you want to be careful here. You don't want to take your own. And in come the Eagles. And they should be able to wrap this up quite handily, quite easily, taking a little bit of damage, but not anything game-ending still. Do you see a single Eagle dead here? Yeah, 1 Eagle dead in exchange for that entire blue army. Their HP is down about 200, but they do not care. They are now sitting at 8 pierce armor. And like I said, yeah, red doing well to take additional forestry basically expand his forestry industry. But eagles are nice and good. Remember, with Garland Wars, they can be upgraded to have an extra +4 attack. Although I don't see that. Instead, I see iron casting being researched. The problem for red, although maybe not a problem, is these 10 elite elephant archers with 280 HP, more armor being researched for them. Eagle warriors find a nice juicy batch of civilians, immediately slaughter them. I heard the twing twang of a trebuchet. First out is red. Arson, iron casting. He wants these eagles to be able to demolish structures, but now these Oliphants are attacking on an 11 with a range of 7. They're going to get a bunch of volleys off on these eagles. Remember, again, Parthian tactics. I don't know if he's researched it yet, but just the HP on these, the range, everything just screams bad news bears here for red, who continues to sit on these crossbows from the Castle Age. It is unfortunate that Andre, who's now supply capped at 200. So take a look at take a look at the military count, 60 to 16. He's literally at 4 times the army supply. The problem for him, in terms of actual army, there's 4,000 HP of elephants here. 4,000 HP of elephants against 800 HP plus 290, so 1,100 HP. These elephants outnumber his army 4 to 1 in terms of HP, even though they're themselves outnumbered 2.5 to 1 in terms of body count. Treb on the high ground going to take a little bit less damage. Moving in with the Eagles. Blue not paying attention, loses the ranged advantage. Eagles have closed the gap. Let's see if they can actually do something. This is a lot of freaking Eagles chasing a lot of freaking elephants. HP down to 3,300 for these Olis. Chunky boys retreat. Eagles have to retreat. You might have 8 pierce armor, but 2 castles full of villagers, at least one of them, is gonna decimate you. As I was about to say, unfortunately for Andre, having gone full range, remember, no thumb ring, no Parthian tactics. Take a look at the top right of your screen. The last upgrade, which I believe is ring archer armor, not included for the Aztecs, although they do get arbalests if he chooses to go that route. Instead, though, wisely going skirmishers and eagle warriors, finally getting chemistry, conscription, bloodlines for our blue Bengali. Everyone desperately mining resources. We've got a bit of a villager on villager action here. What is this red dot? Eagles running amok to the south. Unfortunately for red, blue has already created a secondary wall off with stone. In they move again. And we are back to 5,400 HP of elephants. My goodness, but one castle is down. So these eagles are going to be able to take better fights. This castle not garrisoned by any unit. Remember, the stronger the ranged unit inside the castle, the more arrows it fires, I believe. Although doing plenty of damage is the castle. 5,000 HP has become 54. Throughout all of this, they've only lost 1,000 HP. There's still 4/5 of their HP, and this is not a fight that red wants to take. He needs to retreat immediately. Yes, elite skirmishers, a great way to go, especially if we get Adelot, which is the upgrade that gives them extra range and +1 attack. Let's see if you got that. Yeah, it looks like he did get that, right? 9 range on the skirmishers. So he did get, I think it's Atlot, and now he's getting Garland Wars. So these eagles, he should not have engaged before he had Garland Wars. Now take a look at their stats. Attack on a 17, defend on an 8. The eagles have now been optimized. He needs, unfortunately, though, a lot more of them. What does he have, 28? 28 is good, but now there's light cav on the field. Still about 4,000 HP of elephants, although not a good trade here for blue at all. Both players running desperately low on gold, although 19 more eagles in the production tab. I think red would do well to sacrifice some villagers. I don't think you, or not villagers, but a few of his military units. Why are you building 5 spearmen? Why are you building, why do you have 2 militias? Monk with relic, monk. You need eagles. He needs to swarm over this and just decimate. He keeps running in, running out, and losing his eagles, or at least getting their HP loss, trying to lure the elephants into a trap of elite skirmishers. I guess not a terrible idea to soften up the elephants, but in come the light cav to the east of the battlefield. in the west, the Eagles running amok, getting a treb. Yeah, they're just, I think the Eagles are going to take this. Way too many Eagles. Elephant HP dropping, even though it's at 2,000, it's dropping a lot quicker, especially with these supporting elite skirmishers. What an absolute crazy battle here. Blue losing the castle, losing the numerical HP advantage that he had. For some reason, Eagles tied to a pikeman, moving super duper slow. And now the Eagles are just running them up, taking care of elephants to the north, elephants to the south. Villagers are dying, but a little bit of a counter raid here by Blue. Is it too little too late? Not really accomplishing much with these light cav. I am trying to, my clicking skills, my goodness. 8 kills only on these guys while his entire military is basically wiped out. And once these elephants go, I think we're going to see probably a GG. I think we need to wait for 2 more elephants. God, these Eagles with Garland Wars. 17 attack is absolutely nasty. For some reason, Blue is engaging underneath the town center, and there we go. The monks, looks like, managed to get a convert on the light cav. What an absolute stunning game. What an absolute stunning game. I was saying how the Eagles should not have engaged into 5,000 HP of elephants before they were fully upgraded. And take a look at them now. Look at all those attack bonuses. 17 base attack, 8 pierce armor. Good amount of food, running out of gold though. But our Bengali with the switch to elephant archers, brilliant move. Unfortunately for him, just didn't have the gold needed to sustain that production. Let's see how much. Where is his gold? Oh god, it's kind of right here in the front. Looks like his primary gold has been mined out, and so the only other gold is here. And looks like this was being mined by Red. Doesn't even know that it exists. Yes, he does. Nothing up here to write home about. And look at the mini map. Look at all the flashing lights. Eagles raiding, Eagles doing what they do best, which is hitting hard, hitting in different locations, distracting the opponent, while all of these other units at this point, honestly, sell a bunch of resources, highlight these skirmishers, maybe click shift delete, replace them with Eagles, and swarm your opponent. Not that he really needed to. My god, what an absolute fun game. 290 kills for our Aztec, of which 105 were villagers. That is impressive. So military kills kind of the same, 196 for our Bengali, of which 20 were villagers, 88 arbalests, 129 Eagles. Fairly relaxed game for both players, although Kasva with the higher APM here. Let's take a look at economy. Not that big of a difference, actually. What is this? Less than 5,000 difference. Relic not playing that big of a role, although gold count is significantly higher for our Aztec, and stone count as well, although trash resource, he is significantly down 2,000. Actually, not significantly. This is basically equal, and this is just down, what, 2,500? So overall, fairly similar economics on the trash unit, trash resources, but gold and stone going very much in favor of Andre, who has amassed 4 relics. So the longer this game continues, remember, Aztecs 33% more relic gold generated. The longer you hold on to the relics. Oh god, these Eagles, absolutely nasty, destroying everything in their path. Blue with the incredible tech switch to elephants, but again, just did not have the gold needed to produce that big death ball that he would want. Alternatively, just did not get the supporting units. I mean, if he had those elephants and also 20 or 25 light cav at the same time, that would have been fantastic. Instead, those light cav came in a little bit too late off the back of how many stables? 9 stables is pretty damn good. I'll give Kasva that. The infrastructure that he's got is absolutely incredible, but not to be outdone. Our monk warrior Andre with 8 barracks, 7 archery ranges. Absolute fantastic game. Always love to see elephant archers. Always love to see elite elephant archers taking on elite eagle warriors. If these were Mayans, they'd have extra HP. If they were Incas, they'd have extra armor, but they are neither. They are Aztec, and because of that, they attack on a 17 base attack. Absolutely bonkers. What an incredibly fun game. Good win here by Andre, who swarms over his opponent with eagles in multiple different locations, soaking up more and more resources across the map, denying his opponent all those resources needed to produce those big, fat, juicy olifants. Getting gangbanged here by 3 eagles. Andre takes the game, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.